You know, I got ovulation energy when I can just keep talking on camera and not care what anybody else thinks. But you know how I just shared my 7 charts that I used to chart with before coming off the copper IUD and use fertility awareness for birth control? Yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to chart for 7 whole cycles like I did, because here's the thing that I wish I knew before coming off the copper IUD, and I wish I would have just admitted that to myself instead of being so stubborn and trying to figure it out on my own. I only charted for 7 cycles because I was trying on my own to figure things out, to piece things together. I was on Google, I was in Reddit forums, I was on Facebook groups. I was piecing together all this information because I was scared and I was worried that I'm doing something wrong once I came off. I wanted to solidify everything before coming off and making that switch because I didn't want to fall pregnant right away. But here's the thing, you don't have to chart for 7 cycles like I did in order to use fertility awareness successfully for birth control. You don't have to do that. That was just me being stubborn and not admitting to myself that I needed help. I needed someone to take me from feeling overwhelmed and uncertain to knowing exactly when I was fertile. And the only way to do that was with an instructor. And I wanted to do it on my own. I didn't want to pay the money for an instructor. I was like, I'm going to figure it out on my own, only to realize that was the missing piece. And once I got an instructor, guess what? I felt confident enough to make the switch because I had someone looking over my charts and making sure that I did things correctly instead of trying to find all these answers online. So I wasted 7 whole months worried and anxious, trying to figure it out on my own, only to admit to myself I could have had this way sooner if I would have just trusted a person to take me from point A to point B. So please don't do what I did. Ask for help if you need it, and don't feel like you have to piece all these information points together on your own.